Hello. Today I'm going to be speaking to you about college love and is it worth it? Talking about love makes a lot of people uncomfortable, myself included. I am fortunately not going to be speaking about the mushy, disgusting, gross, gooey puppy dog love that just happens in a relationship, but instead of the benefits falling in love has brought me and how it's not as life ruining as everyone thinks. When I graduated high school, I made a pact with myself to stay goal oriented, get through my 4 years, earn my degree, and start my career. I had no clue that when I began my college career, I would find the person I'd be spending my life with. I was always taught that college is not a joke. Focusing on studies and succeeding are the only two things that one should worry about. What isn't emphasized is that college is the place to grow and develop into the people we are meant to become, all while navigating between adolescence and adulthood. That is so scary. And so my question is, why shut down the chance to grow and develop alongside another? I'm not saying it's the same experience for everyone, but from my experience, there are many benefits to finding love while in college. The first and arguably most important benefit is the support you receive. We all know that college is stressful. It's so stressful. Some students have a lot of pressure on their shoulders from their parents. With some, it's just keeping up with their studies. And majority of the time with everybody, it's just managing a lot at once. Being in a relationship teaches you how to be supportive, caring, and less selfish than when you were younger. And you also get that same thing reciprocated back to you if it's with the right person. Let me just clarify that. Although it can be challenging and difficult, having this kind of support system changes the game. Having a constant support system is great, but there's so much more to falling in love during this time than just that. For instance, it's the perfect place between young life and adult life. College is all about figuring out who you are and who you want to be. In college relationships, you can do that together. Think about it. You meet and fall in love in the happy middle place of still being young, but also feeling like you kind of have a grasp on the whole life thing. You can still view love realistically, but with a sense of maturity. To me, this is a happy balance and makes for the strongest relationships. I think the last benefit I'm going to share is simply learning how to love, even if the relationship doesn't last forever. With my experience, I've learned about loving with no preconceived notions. Let's jump back in time to your first love in high school. I know some of you may not want to think about it, but just close your eyes and imagine it, right? Take yourself back to that moment, the first time you fell in love in high school, if you did. No one person has the same experience, but I think in general, we can all agree that there were always so many outside factors that influenced how one person viewed the other. And let's face it, as teenagers, we also really cared about about what other people thought. In college, though, you're more focused on being the person you want to be. So letting other people dictate how you view yourself, the world, and others is non-existent. This type of mindset allows you to love someone genuinely, rather than with an idea of who they already are. An argument that a lot of people that I'm sure we all know, people that I know, mention that piddling and silly things like love do nothing but hurt you and your college career in the long run. Let me explain how it could be the total opposite. Now, there are 1,000 different variables that are pulling you in so many different directions in college. That's why when I started, I went in thinking, focus, Aaliyah. You have a goal, stay goal-minded, do not veer off your path. You have an end goal, stick to it. In doing that, though, I really shut out all opportunity for quite literally anything. And by that, I don't just mean like intimate relationships. I mean friendships. I wouldn't let my friendships with my classmates get out of the classroom. They would stay in the classroom because I was so strong-minded and not wanting to fall into the stereotypical college freshman turn partier. I wasn't like that before I went into college, and I knew I wasn't going to start while in college. And so I shut out opportunity for a lot to happen in my life, and I really missed out on a lot in the first couple of years of college. And things became really tough for me really fast because I didn't have friendships like I should have. But I didn't know that with finding the right person, it would help me through those tough times in school and actually motivate me to be a better person and be a better student and excel in school. Those people that I was just speaking about, I remember them telling me, it's going to hurt your college career in the long run. You're going to drop out of school. You're going to get married. And that's not the case. Now, I'm not married yet. I'm engaged, but I don't plan on dropping out anytime soon, even after I get married. And like I said, my relationship with this person, it hasn't hindered me in any way with my college career. If anything, it's made it better. I've done better in school. I've been focusing more because I have somebody who is a great support system, who encourages me, who pushes me to be a better person every day. And so what I'm trying to get across is it doesn't have, if it's with the right person, it's going to push you to be better, and you will be better. So if there's one thing to take away from what's been said, it's this: keep your mind open. I'm not saying try and find love with the next reasonable person you see. What I'm saying is to not miss out on what could be the best experiences of your life. When I shut out all those opportunities that I could have had in the first 2 years of college, I missed out on a lot. I'm not just talking about relationships with other people. I'm talking about friendships, meeting new people, seeing new places. I missed out on a lot of good experiences. And so keep your mind open. Say yes to something spontaneous. You know what I mean? I'm going into my third year of college, and if I would have stuck this year specifically to my original mindset that love ruins everything, like so many people have drilled into me, I would have missed out on meeting the goofiest, smartest, most fun, and 99% of the time ornery human being to be around. I would have missed out on one of the best experiences of my life. I leave you with this. College by itself is filled with some of the best and worst times you'll experience in life. Just have fun and live in the moment. But if that moment comes, whether or not it's in college or after, don't rob yourself of that chance. It could lead to some of the best experiences of your life. And know that if you do happen to take that chance, it's totally worth it. Thank you.